If you don't learn to work your creativity, to listen to it, to build with it, to silence it, what's going to happen is you're going to continue to stay awake late at night, and you're going to worry about what your day, the next day is going to be. And it's going to drive you insane because creativity is an addiction. It's that one thing that you think you have to have, you know you have to have, and when you're trying to get rid of it, no, it still wants to hang out with you. It doesn't want to let you go. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I think it's kind of a crazy coincidence that this nation has a change problem. There's a coin shortage, and businesses are trying to get you to round up because they claim they don't have the change in order to give you. And it's like, wow, all of a sudden there's a coin shortage. I don't get it. And I don't know, maybe it's just a Montana thing, but we always called the coins in our pocket change. We have change. And so I always associated change with money. But we also have another problem in this country when it comes to change, and that is physically changing. You know, back in March of 2020, we were forced to make a change. And to this day, we continue to forcefully put ourselves in positions where we either want the change or we don't want to make a change. But no matter what, we have a change problem in this country with coins as well as physically changing. And how do you deal with it? How do you deal with those moments where it's like, no, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. You've changed from the person that you used to be. I don't like how you changed. Hey, this is Arroe. This is the Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, and I do write about the changes that we all go through. And the reason why is because I learn from those changes. That's how we build a stronger path. My goal is to put so much energy into the presence of now, to mindfully be grateful of everything that's happening right here, because I need to get to tomorrow. And the only way that a better tomorrow can arrive is that we've got to fix things right here through change. This is the Daily Mess. Gripping that thing called change. Gripping it. Just sitting there gripping it big time. Not only expecting change, but participating with the behavior that change brings. We talked about it in 2020. We embraced change by forces beyond our ability and control. COVID-19 put each and every one of us in a state of mind which was unrecognized. I'm not a fan of change. I've said that. I've just made it a point to never fight with change because I'm going to lose every single time. And those ticks on the clock are things I'm not going to get back. I write a lot, and through that writing, I'm able to be truthful to the process of accepting change. By way of prayer, by way of meditation, the levels of availability of travel help to accept the moment that the universe is delivering. Now, metaphorically, I want you to think about something. Today is the very first day of fall here in the United States. It's September 22nd, 2021, the first day of fall. The leaves on the trees are starting to turn yellow, bright red, they're brown. What is our mind, body, and soul doing during this time of seasonal change? Studying the human intake of the atmosphere teaches every one of us about the mindsets to become aware of, which then prepares each and every one of us to create a reaction. What will be, what has been, what will change. We've got to learn to accept that no one is the same day twice. Change every day. The way you dream, the way you speak, the way that you act and react, change is always around us. But the problem is that we don't recognize it for the tool that it is. I happen to write. I'm sure there's other ways that people recognize the changes they're going through. What way did you change from March of 2020 to this present place of now? What about you has become, let's say, your release? What about you has become a new discovery? Do you like making those new discoveries? Is there something in what you're doing now that you don't like? And how do you push yourself away from it? Do you just quickly turn? Do you quickly become angry? And one of the things I didn't ever want to become was my stepfather. Because in my years of growing up as a teen, he was in his 50s. And during those days, he wasn't a very nice man. He was always angry. He was always sleepy. And I thought, wow, I don't have a dad like everybody else. What gives here? So as I entered my 50s, I did everything humanly possible to make sure that I didn't become that image. And part of that was accepting change. And if men truly do go through the big change, this guy was recognizing it on paper first and made corrections there. Write, sing, create, believe in yourself, and learn how to meditate. And I know it is a noisy situation to try to meditate. And people always say that. They say, my head just won't turn off, because it takes practice. It takes practice and understanding. Read about meditation. Go watch videos about meditation. Challenge yourself to turn it into a daily discipline. You don't have to do it for 45 minutes. Learn how to do it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, and let it grow. Learn how to use it as a tool where you could be out at a Lowe's or a Home Depot and somebody is driving you insane, but instead of getting angry, you slip into a moment of nidra, which is meditation. Recognizing the change. Gripping the change. Also expecting it. More importantly, participating with its behavior. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.